All right, I'll wait till y'all get on here to get started. Make sure, well, forget it. I ain't gonna even move it that close. I'll wait till y'all get on here. We get started today. What's on my mind lately? It's kind of bright too. Hold on, y'all. It's like super bright. Bring it down a little bit. Golly, it's killing me. What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling? Welcome to the live that I had going on today. I want y'all to take this information. I want you to open your minds and I want you to think about it. What's going on, Tamara? I want you to think about what I'm going to say. I'm ready to go. I got my beet juice and a bunch of other nice things. I'm drinking. This is beets. This is kale. This is spinach. This is some pineapples. This is some oranges, pears, apples, and whatever else Mrs. Intensity put into this. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to get this work. Beet juice for you fellas is also another thing you can also add for blood flow. And if you're going to the gym a lot, it also can help out with your recovery as well. All right, but don't go crazy. And if you look at your urine and see that your beet juice, your urine looks red, you're not bleeding, or your stool is just the beet juice, because it is what it is. It colors your stool and colors your urine. So don't trip about that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so cool. So here's the thing, y'all. MACA is on its way. It's ready to move. So I've been talking before I get into my topic today. I've been talking to a lot of people lately. A lot of y'all been booking consultations, and a lot of y'all haven't been wasting time, which is a good thing because I can actually answer your questions and really help you out. Now, based off a lot of your issues and a lot of your problems, is the reason for my next supplement that I'm coming out with that is launching before the end of this month. I'm not playing games. And my goal is obviously to say what my goal was yesterday, to just pretty much help you use the things the Most High has given you for the reason why they have given it to you. And because we don't live in every part of the world, we don't travel in every part of the world, my job is to get those supplements from that part of the world and bring them here to America. All right? And there you go. All right. Now, when it comes down to it, y'all, when you first are awakened and you first find out much about what's real and what's fake in a society, you're going to become overwhelmed. You will become angry. You will want to share this information with somebody. Now, a lot of y'all may come into knowledge and you might find out these things are going on, that people are lying to you, that you grew up and your parents didn't really know much to tell you, I guess, what the real deal was, because, I'm sorry, y'all, just focus. Themselves didn't really know what the real deal was. And when you find out these certain things, you're going to want to share this information with these people. Well, I caution you, first things first, not to share this information with people that you're going to get in a debate with. One of my number one rules that I have is never, ever, ever debate with family about the knowledge. Preferably parents, people, I guess, father-in-law, mother-in-law, aunts, uncles, anybody who is older than you, much older. You can debate with friends sometimes. It depends on the friend. Depends on how sensitive the friend is. But I always caution y'all, when you come into the information, like I'm talking about the real information, you come into the knowledge, never to debate with immediate family that is older than you. Like people who saw you grow up. People who have trouble respecting maybe you know something more than them. Because they only can see you as somebody younger than them. And if you're back in the day, somebody that must respect me and bow down to me as an elder. And because I'm an elder, and because maybe I taught this person or raised this person or saw this person when they were a kid, debating with them is very, very harmful. Because what happens is, let me give you the subject, the most debatable subject there is, probably to this day and time, is religion. And many of our elders are in religion. And when you find out certain things about religion, you'll feel like, yo, I got to share this with them so they can know what it is or what time it is. But I caution you not to, because it can cause a ripple in your relationship forever. Because here's the thing. When you're somebody at a certain age and you've invested so much time in whatever you believe in, whatever you love, and whatever it may be, whether it's education, whether it's religion, whether it's the workforce, whether it's your career. Whenever you invest so much time in these areas, whatever somebody says, whether there's real facts or real logic behind it, you don't, or they don't hear you. They can't hear you because what they call norepinephrine kicks in, and they will fight whatever they believe in with their very life, whether you bring actual physical fact. You could have literally took these people back in time and showed them what it is. And like, look, see, it didn't even exist then. Or see, the first president wasn't even white. See, look. And they'll be like, listen, I don't care what that is. I don't know who that is. I know I'm in 1650 something, but I know what I know. Regardless of whatever your facts prove, I know what I know, which means you are somebody who is immovable in your beliefs, and there's somebody who is also immovable in their beliefs, which means that you're never going to come to terms. Somebody wants to win a debate. Somebody always wants to win a debate. And when you're dealing with family, you don't want to, if you love them, you don't want to mess up your relationship with them. Now, some people in the family, you're going to mess up your relationship with them because you're not going to want to go to certain places. You're not going to want to do certain things. They might make fun of you. They might come at your neck. They might make you feel bad about it, because if you come down to understanding the knowledge, and you know what the knowledge is, if you don't know what the knowledge is, ask somebody, but you know what the knowledge is about everything, the more you come in contact with, the more you find out. Sorry, hold on. The more you come in contact with, the more you find out, the more you will not want to deal with certain things, certain situations, certain events, or certain people. And sometimes that family could be those people that you don't want to deal with. And they're going to want to know why. They're going to be like, yo, Reg, how come you don't come to Christmas no more? Or how come you don't come to Thanksgiving no more? Why don't you just come and just see us? Because I know while I'm there. How about us seeing you? How about me seeing you outside of this thing that I refuse to celebrate? So they're going, or let's just talk about the vegan lifestyle, right? Let's talk about how the vegan lifestyle. You know, when I became a vegan, I was made fun of a lot by people that were older than me that I respected growing up as a kid. And when I found out how immature some of these people were, not my mom and my dad, not them, they didn't make fun of me. My people was accepted whatever, well, my mom accepted whatever I did when it comes to many things, but they wasn't really closed-minded about my lifestyle. It was my lifestyle, and, you know, they didn't hear me when I tried to pitch it on them, but they found it from somewhere else, which is a good thing, which is what I'm going to get to later. But other older people close to me that I respected, past tense, made fun of me. And I'm like, yo, I thought you was somebody who is a man of God, and you coming at my neck trying to make fun of me like we're in high school or something, or elementary school. And you find out how people really are, or you'll find out how people love you for real or value their beliefs. And as you start to see these things, you're going to start to understand or deal with just being upset and disappointed by those around you, because they're your elder, you put so much respect on them. In your eyes, when you were a child, they could do no wrong. So when you grow up and you find out how much they didn't know, and what you clearly are able to find out in this day and time, you will lose respect. So just leave it there. You know, you can be around them from time to time. You can still love these people. But whenever you open up the knowledge debate, I'm talking about breaking down these certain things, breaking down eating, breaking down all these other things, you will understand that I'm not answering any questions about, I'm not answering those questions right now. Okay? It's on my website in the facts section. All right, so when it comes down to it, it will break your very foundation if with your relationship with these people if you happen to debate with them. Because when you are the one who is the alarm clock for these people, when they saw you grow up, or they look at you as a kid, or they saw you, or they like maybe your brother, your sister, or your friend, and these people are like diehard whatever they believe in, diehard whatever they know, and then you bring these subjects to them, right? you break down logic. Like this is what it is. If you eat this, you will die sooner than me. If you take this right here, you're going to get all these side effects. If you keep on going the way you're going to die. If you tell them this and you break down the facts, which they were not ready to hear from you, then it will mess your relationship with them up, because nobody likes the alarm clock, which is why I'm online talking to you, because you are not my family that I see every day. You didn't know me as a child. You didn't know me when I was eating bad. You knew me as Mr. Intensity. So you're able to hear it from me than maybe somebody closer to you that you grew up with or you did things with and all that stuff. It just is when you are seeing that person grow up their whole life, you put them in the box of you. And that person sometimes can never bring you knowledge that will teach you, because it will make that person that's getting brought this knowledge, make them feel like they're not smart, make them feel like now they're in a lower position than you, and they're going to attack you. And if you care about your relationship with these people, I suggest you do not take it to that level. Get off my bed. This dude right here. Get off my bed, man. Anyway, we don't do that around here. You know that. So, when it comes down to it, make sure you take heed to what I'm saying. If you love your parents, listen. Do not sit there and debate with them. If you want to give them information, how about sharing? Like, listen, just look this up. If you look this up, that's what it is. Or if you find out something that you really want to share with them when it comes to their health, just send them an article. Do that kind of stuff. Yes, you can get caught in emotional stuff when you deliver it, but you can control. Okay, Iron Judah. All right, let's break it down, right? So he says you got to stay grounded in the actual and not get caught up in the emotional part of it when you deliver it. It's initially okay. So even if you don't get caught up in the emotional part, I'm not talking about you. You're the one who knows the knowledge. You're the one who's awoken. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them. And with them, you can't control their actions. Correctly? You can't control their actions. So people are going to get very emotional when you bring this to them, because it's so groundbreaking and foundation moving that think about what it did to you when you found out. Like when I found out these certain things, I went through a period of depression. I went through sadness. I went through anger. I went through resentment. I went through all these things. And when you tell these people this, they're going to be going through it because of you bringing this to them. So they're not even looking at the knowledge. They're looking at you like you're trying to spoil their party. Like you're trying to come up here and crash their party of religion or of eating or of whatever they do, or the workforce. Say, listen, yo. I mean, having a job to me stands for just over broke, jump off Riz, just obey boss. You know what I mean? But when you bring it to them, they don't look at it like that. And it's going to take them time for them to get where you're at right now. Like you want to bring all your newly taught knowledge to them and hope they're going to get it like you got it. But let's keep it a buck. It didn't take you 10 minutes in one debate to get it either. Because think about like what I did to help myself understand how they react to what I say, to what I am. I had to put myself in their shoes. And I had to be like, yo, if somebody told me 10 years ago not to eat meat, if somebody told me 10 years ago the many things about religion, if somebody told me 10 years ago about the ancient Egyptians, about Kemet, I know about the Egyptians, but I don't know what I know now. If somebody told me all this stuff years and years ago, how would I react? And would I want them to tell me that? Because I had this person that I was friends with for a long time. And she used to always tell me much about health, much about holistic things. But because I didn't respect her, like on that level, I couldn't take the information in. So whenever she tried to cut my neck or say I wasn't doing this thing or whatever, I never never took the information because it was coming from her. Sometimes it's not meant for you to deliver the information to these people to awaken them. That may not be your job. Most times it isn't your job. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're right, Iron Judah. Your spirit is not my spirit wasn't ready to receive it. You know what I mean? Back then. You know what I mean? It was ready to receive it when it happened. And just because you are awoken now does not mean that your family is ready to be awoken. Awakened, whatever you want to call it in my verbiage. Forget it. You know what I'm talking about. All words are made up. It just happens to be in this time. It's awakened. Whatever. You know what I mean? But take it easy with what you know. You need to absorb what you know and learn how to live and become the example. The best way you can show somebody that is close to you that you really mean what you say to the point where they actually ask you. And if you choose to talk to them, say, listen, what I'm about to tell you is not, you're not going to like it. So maybe you shouldn't hear from me. Maybe I'll direct you to where I got my information from. That's normally how it should work. But sometimes people, if you really are in health like you want to teach them, you got to live the example. You can't be a husband trying to get his wife in shape when your ass is fat and eating meat. Like, babe, go ahead, eat this, eat that. You know what I mean? But you ain't doing it. Or you can't be a father trying to tell your kids to do this, to do that, when you don't even want to do it. You got to be living what you talk about. You can't be this spiritual, righteous person when you out there being a whoremonger or doing what you do, slinging your dick all over the place, and you talking about you spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be that. You understand? It is about your approach, but it's also about the person you're dealing with. And for me, I just learned that if my people happen to find out that I do videos or find out that I'm no longer doing certain things that I used to do years ago, I decided that these certain things are not meant to be taught from me. So I don't have debates with them. If they want to have a conversation, and it always normally turns into a debate. A Jehovah Witness knocked on my door earlier today, and she tried to have a debate. And because she wasn't my family, I was out there for about 10 minutes. I couldn't help myself. I was out there for about 10 minutes because you're not family. I'll never see her again. But when you always see your family again, if you're the one that hits them in their soul, if you're the one that puts that hurting on them, and it's not even from you, but it's the message that is always going to be, you gave this to them. So in a way, you hit them in the heart with a baseball bat. In a way, you stomped on their hopes and dreams. In a way, you are the one that made them angry. So because you're the one who made them angry, they're always going to look at you. Now, everybody's not like this. A lot of people are more mature than you give them credit for. I'm just saying, always caution doing this when it comes to people that you know, you grew up with, that you love, because in some situations, it could sever or break the relationship forever. I'm keeping it real with you. I know a family, and it's not everybody, but I know a family who currently treat me different. Luckily, it's not the family that I really like see all the time, like my mom, my dad, my sisters. Like, they don't treat me different, but other people. You know what I'm saying? I know that I get treated different, or I don't get invited to certain places because of my life choices. You know, it's like it's like, wow, this can't be godlike, because if you're treating me different because I choose to live outside of the construct that was created for me, then how can that be right? But it's not up for me to question, it's up for me to live with it, and I live with it just fine. But I'm just letting you know, if you feel like you're getting treated different by family because of your life choices, if you feel like people are angry at you, sometimes you can't give everybody all the information that you know, because they might even challenge you and they might make you feel stupid. So before you bring these topics to them, make sure you know your stuff, because some of y'all just got here. You just found this out. And there's many things that I find out every day that I ain't ready to challenge somebody on. And I ain't going to challenge nobody because I personally have not read the whole entire Bible by myself. I have read many verses, many parts, many chapters, but I have not read that whole thing. I have not memorized the whole thing. So I would never get into a debate over religion. I know what I know, and I continue to learn every day. I know about nutrition. That is my thing. I know about intermittent fasting. That is my thing. But from what I know about certain other things, I use my information that I learned and I make a life decision off of it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Iron Jude. I like this person. They can't separate the message from the vessel that delivers it. They've gone through the same things as what. Yes, you going through. Yes. So you just, if you love these people and want to continue a relationship, just keep your personal business to you and let them do what they do. If they happen to invite you to a certain place, out with the party and with the friends, and you don't like, I don't indulge in that no more. Like, you don't gotta explain yourself to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're right, Papa the master student. It is very hard because when I first found out these things about just existence in general and everything that is inside of our existence in our current construct, aka reality, when you find out, you just want to like, yo, I want to tell you, I learned. You want to tell every. Check what I learned about law of attraction. Check what I learned about Makuna, about Haritaki. Check what I learned about intermittent fast. Check what I learned about religion. All this stuff you just want to. Your brain is like, oh my god, I gotta get this out. I gotta get this out, and I gotta tell somebody. It's hard to just keep it in, but not yet. Find a circle and keep it amongst that circle because you can build with your circle when you find it. If you're somebody like me who is forced into isolation because you cannot be on the same level and the same vibration as those around you, do not be afraid of being alone. This is where you're at. This is where you're going to be. So use this time to develop yourself and get better. Somebody said, when the student is ready, the master will appear. That is true. So if the master has not appeared or the information, which can be part of what the master gives you, hasn't appeared, then you are not ready. Have an intention to get better. Have an intention to grow. Have an intention to develop your knowledge right now. Have that intention. But do not have an intention to get a little fraction of knowledge and want to share it with the whole damn world. That's not how it works. And sometimes you got so much knowledge in your head because you jumping around learning this, and that you jump in them and you tell them only half the story and you haven't told them everything because you yourself don't know everything. So they look at you like you're stupid. And then the information that you brought, you can't validate it. So then you make the information sound stupid and ill and without fact. So then the person that could have grown, if you would have known your facts, can't grow because the first time they hear the information, you bring a little bit of it, not the full information, and then you discredit everything after that point. Everything you say after that point, after bringing the information to them, you discredit everything if you don't have your facts together. And then you're somebody who just runs his mouth, doesn't know shit, and then they're going to continue to believe they believe and know what they know because you couldn't give them the real information that you were meant to give them if you would just waited and just wait till the master appeared and got your information, develop home yourself, and isolate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep it real. And you're right. In reality, a lot of people don't want to see you win. That's why you gotta want to see you win because people want to see you fail all the time. People want to see you get success all the time. People that are older than you, if they see you getting your hustle on the way, different way that they got their hustle on, they get envious. You know that's true. A lot of these people that are older than us, that that got their, hold on, sorry y'all. Okay. So all these people that got this success, or what they call success, the way they got it, they went through school, the way they went through school, and then you come along, right? And you come along and you change, you do everything differently. They say, like back in the day when I used to always have some way, because I knew that, I wasn't going to quit until I made it. I wasn't going to quit until I found out what my purpose was, because I was on a quest, right? And I'm always hyper. I'm intense, man. You know me. I'm intense. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not gonna lose track of thought. But you come in the game and you literally change it and do everything different, and then you do it even better than them. They don't like that because you went against them, and you didn't just go against them. You did it better, and you rewrote the books. Going to college, I don't believe college works. Because I believe that a kid should develop whatever they want to develop before they even enter that system of college. If you go into college and you don't know what you want to do, you are figuring out while wasting time, while acquiring debt, while spending money, while having fun, while partying, trying to figure out what you want to do. I don't think college is a place where you should figure out what you want to do. I think you should figure out what you want to do before you even enter into that system. So you know what you want to do and you're already on the path if you're going to go to college. Now, me personally, I believe that, in this day and time, anybody can make money anywhere online. It's not like it used to be, which means that you can literally go online, find your niche, figure out how to monetize, and you can make money from home. You can literally go out there. Your Instagram is a whole damn platform. You can literally, go out there and have flyers. You can pay for ads. You can do all this stuff. You don't have to do it the old way. And sometimes when you show them by your actions that the old way does not work anymore, it's now obsolete, they don't like that and they get envious and they treat you some type of way, or they just don't want to be around you because you're a walking reality check for what they didn't think about or what they would wish they would be. You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes down to it, it is what it is. And you're right, Iron Judah, sometimes when their cup is already full, don't even overfill it. You know what I mean? And if you really love them and you want to really share this information with them, just direct them to where they can find it. And if they don't happen to find this information, well, then that wasn't what they were meant to find at this particular time in their life. So don't trip. Stay focused. Make sure you listen to what I'm saying. If you got to rewatch this video, watch this video. I know I got kind of hype in this video, but that's who I am. I'm not Mr. Intensity, not to be intense. I am very intense. I am very passionate about what I feel, and it is what it is. I'm not going to calm down and do me. You know what I'm saying? I did me to this point, and it seemed to work. You know what I mean? I don't quit doing me. But, that's all I got for y'all today. So, besides that, make sure y'all do what y'all do. Go on the website, keep on supporting. The new supplement is coming out very soon. It's a fire supplement. Many of y'all been talking about a lot of y'all problems that y'all been having, and I can guarantee many of y'all have never, ever heard about this bad boy, and it's a beast. So if y'all have gotten the MACA and you're feeling some good results, leave a review. I just saw a review today. Somebody left his fire. Check out, leave a review. Everybody else, if you're waiting for the MACA will be in very soon. Another couple days, and then we'll ship everything out in one day. Everybody who's been waiting, we apologize for the hold up. If you want the next batch of MACA, make sure you order right now and reserve your MACA right now. Go to my website, intensityfitnessunited.com. Who's going to be your best promoter unless you're your best promoter when it comes down to it. So don't ever be afraid to live out your purpose. Don't be ever afraid to take some criticism, good or bad. It takes a humble person to take positive criticism, constructive criticism, and grow from it. So take criticism, listen to what I'm saying. I talk about my experiences, hoping y'all learn from it, and it is what it is. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in my next video. All right. Peace.